We're getting lots of emails and texts about festival canceling the season.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet you are.
I'm starting to get texts about, even as we're sitting here, people are recruiting them to call city council about budgeting for a gymnasium this year. I'm still of the opinion we leave it on the budget. We've had a lot of discussion that how many points we have to stop and not build the gymnasium, but we want it in the budget in case things get back to normal. I don't know if we might need some help with some publicity so we don't have everyone in the world calling us and beating us up why we're spending $5 million in the middle of an economic problem. So, I don't know. What do
Yeah,
you guys think?
it's going to be a PR issue, there's no question about it.
Yeah, and I don't know if we need to try and start getting ahead of it, why we are putting it in the budget, how many stopping points that we have if things prove to be worse than we're anticipating. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Who are we getting the heat from?
Probably the hockey people that want to stay there another year.
People are
That's-
probably generating
That's
it,
what I'm
but
thinking.
this one was somebody.
I mean, if
don't
it's
know.
somebody else,
Is Mike McCoy one of the hockey people?
I don't know.
I know Eric Heaton has been one of them that's been.
Well, Eric,
being
yeah,
involved.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
So, I don't know if we can get some PR out ahead of it, why we've left it in the budget.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. That's my.
Well, that's where I think anywhere we can, and Councilman Isom alluded to it yesterday, anywhere we can get any kind of ideas on how it might help enhance revenues or decrease the expense side of it by the addition of this, so we have some tools to say this is actually going to make it more efficient and better for our Lake in the Hills complex, you know.
Yeah, because they'll use that as a tool to stir the public up against us. You know they will. That's what they've done all along.
Well, all the more reason we may want to consider putting this on a ballot initiative, the ice rink,
Yeah.
so they can really say, well, we gave an opportunity and it's out there. I don't know how the other council feels and how staff feels, but I know we discussed it in some of our budget meetings that, to look at that.
I know, and I had expressed this to Mr. Bittman, that I'm inclined to, with anything with the ice rink regarding a ballot, is just to facilitate what they would like. So if they would like to put it on the ballot, fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they would want to this year with, especially, I don't know, come November, if 30% of the county is unemployed, I'm not sure it'd have a chance of passing. And so but if that's what they want to do,
Gosh,
that's
I hope by
fine.
November we don't have that high of unemployment. Whew.
Yeah.
Broadway has just canceled all their shows through Labor Day. That's millions and millions and millions of
that?
dollars. Broadway,
Broadway.
So that's until
till
see,
Labor Day,
that's-
September
If we look at
6th.
if we look at the ballot thing,
I know.
that's going to play into their card because they'll say, okay, well, we can stay there for another year then because you won't vote on it till November and you're not going to start anything till our season's done.
You don't
No,
know the
I-
It
gymnasium?
was just putting the ice rink on the ballot. It wasn't putting the gyms on
Right,
the ballot.
that,
right, yeah,
but-
they,
I know, but they're going to say, you can't start the gyms until we vote on this ice rink.
Well, no, we've already told them we're starting the gyms.
Well, and I don't think
That's
the
where I
ballot
thought we
issue
were.
Well, you've told that group of it.
right,
Yeah.
no, it
Community
would
at
be
large.
only
From
the,
what Ken told me,
only the rink.
they've posted on their social media sites to have people coming up and move everything this weekend.
But I think Councilman Hartley is correct. We are going to have some issues from a PR standpoint in this kind of a economic situation that we're trying to move ahead with some gymnasiums, and we've got to be prepared how to handle it, that's all. Not saying we shouldn't do it, but we just need to be prepared how to handle it.
Of course, but what can you guys help us from a PR standpoint to get ahead of it? It's easier to get ahead of it than, okay, so.
I would love to offer a low interest rate, but I don't know what the interest rates are gonna be. I don't know what the programs out there are. I know, CIB right now is around 2.5%, 3%, somewhere in that range. So that in itself is pretty cheap money. That's one.
agree.
Got the
I would also offer to you that it's not uncommon in times of economic downturn for local governmental entities to do public projects
Right.
in order to put money back into the local economy.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes, I mean, you guys put something in the one newsletter when we first started talking about moving forward with the gym. Can we get some more information on our website?
The intent with the newsletters was to wait until we selected a design, have some renderings done, so we have some nice colored, pretty pictures, and then publish those. So next Wednesday, we'll have the architect come and present the design and move forward from that aspect. But we haven't had the renderings done yet.
Anything you guys can put together or put on our website or on the leisure services, we would appreciate it.
Okay.
You can brainstorm some ideas to give it some PR, why we're leaving it in the budget. I have a suspicion that their post that they did yesterday, recruiting help, is a double-edged sword. They were recruiting help, but they were also recruiting people to jump on the bandwagon to beat the city up. That's what the title is.
Because we're
That's
kicking
what they
them out.
always do.
Yeah.
Oh, they would
So
never.
that's why I say if we can get ahead of some of it, it'd be great,
Okay.
great.